Guys, Google and Tesla are reporting. Google already reported. After hours right now, it's down 2.4%. Based on that, they did terrible. Mo, how did they do?
Here's how terrible they did. Alphabet revenues for the quarter increased 14% year over year. Google Services revenues increased 12% to $82.5 billion. Google Cloud revenues increased 32%. Total operating income increased 14%. Operating margin was 32.4%. Net income increased 19%. Earnings per share increased 22%. And Sundar Pichai's first statement on the release, we had a standout quarter with robust growth across the company.
So why is the stock down after hours? Well, first off, what were they expecting versus what did they get in terms of earnings per share and revenue?
All right. Google's revenue expectations, $93.7 billion. They beat $96.4 billion. Earnings per share expectation, $2.16. They came in at $2.31.
So they beat on both top and bottom. They absolutely crushed, and the stock is down 2.3%. Guys, let's think about this logically. And this is really important to understand because when you finally understand this concept in investing, you realize that the market is your friend. You're going to take their irrational responses to news and you're going to use it to your advantage. In this situation, if you thought Google was worth 190 all day, you'd be buying more right now. You'd be like, wait a second, they crushed on everything, they beat on everything. Why the hell is the stock down? Guys, Google has one of the best balance sheets in the world. You know how good it is? $2.34 trillion market cap, 2.37 enterprise value. That is literally $30 billion in debt, and they generate $75 billion a year in cash flow. And growing.
That's crazy.
They can pay off their cash flow in a matter of 4 months. Sorry, they can pay off their debt in a matter of 4 months of their free cash flow. This is why investing is fun and also frustrating, right?
Definitely.
This is not something new to things, guys. Like, we just got to remember that. Like, this is why you cannot look at the market moves and say, I'm right or wrong based on where the stock is going. If you were betting today that Google was going to beat, the market's telling you you're wrong, but you were actually right. But they beat. It's all about expectations. Go ahead, Mo.
It's interesting. The number of employees increased by about 8,000. So you think how bad the economy is getting, how people are
and with AI,
jobs, AI is taking place. These guys increased about 8,000.
Because I think I saw something where Microsoft was saying they've saved $500 million so far this year because of AI.
Yeah.
$500 million. Now, for a company like Microsoft that generates close to $100 billion a year, that's not a ton, but it's something.
Yeah.
That's $500 million to buy back shares to give out in dividends. It's a lot of freaking money. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you look at this thinking, okay, and the stock is meandering about. Now, they're going to have a call, and on the call, something's going to happen that's either going to send the stock sky high or low. We don't know. But just like in years past when we were doing earnings releases and companies would miss and the stock would skyrocket after. It's like, come on, this is ridiculous. Anything of note in the quarterly statement?
Not really besides that. Everything is just better.
What's their cloud computing revenue up 32%?
32%.
It's a very high margin business, guys.
Yeah, let me see here.
Now, Google's a company I love. I absolutely love it. Mo, you still own it, right?
I do not. No, I sold it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was getting up here. I had better places to put money. So, yeah, Google Cloud. So in 2024, they did $10.3 billion. This year they did, or in the 2025, in the quarter ending June 30th, $13.6 billion.
They did as much in one quarter as they did 30% more in one quarter than they did all of last year. Doesn't sound right. For Rizzle?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So guys, the question everybody has to ask is, so what's the right price for Google? It's currently down $4.05 after hours, 2.1%. Now, here are my assumptions on Stock Analyzer. The Stock Analyzer tool allows us to put the story and the numbers together to give us prices to pay for the company. But we have ranges. We have low, middle, and high assumptions we make. Look at this. Growing returns on capital. This means the company is doing better with their capital allocation. They're making more money on the money that's invested in the business. And the higher and higher it gets, the more of a moat the company has. Mo, here are my revenue growth assumptions for 10 years. 4, 8, and 12.
Good.
You think it's reasonable?
I think 4 could be low, actually.
4, that's the whole reason why it is low.
Yeah.
See that name right there? That says low.
Oh, I mean lower than low.
You're going to tell me 12 is high?
Do you have maybe we should have 4 here and put lowest. 4 can go there.
No, I love it. 4 seems low. Yeah, that's why exactly why it's under the low. I know what you meant. It's just funny to talk about.
Paul's very literal.
That's a big problem in my marriage. Profit margin. I did 22, 24, and 26.
That's good.
What's this big jump in profit margin here in the last year? 31%. With free cash flow still was actually lower. PE. It's a premium business.
Yeah, it is.
I put 20, 23, and 26.
The most premium business. I think that's good.
You think it's the most premium business?
I mean, what else? This is a, when you go to the internet, you don't say go on the internet and search something. You say Google it.
Well, the story out there is that AI is gonna,
or YouTube it,
and all this AI stuff is gonna totally kill this.
Really?
That's what they say.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't believe that either.
The 2 top search engines in the world are Google and YouTube, the
Yeah.
very channel we're on.
Right.
So, desired return, 9%. This is a market return. It's trying to get the intrinsic value of the business. If you're new, you've probably heard that before from Warren Buffett. If you've never heard it, it basically means what's the business worth? Now, I don't buy based on intrinsic value. I want a discount to that. So how do you get a discount? You make that number higher. So if you want 12, 13, 14% returns, you put that in there, gives you numbers. I hit the analyze button, and the stock's at 190. Oh, now it's back to almost even.
Ooh. Okay.
I have a low price of 130, high price of 340, middle price of 209. Based on buying at today's price and middle assumptions occurring, you're about a 10% return.
Okay.
So Tesla is going to report right now.
They have reported.
Boom.
Revenue came in line, $22.5 billion. Expectations of 35 cents per share. They came in at 33 cents per share.
They hit in line on revenue, missed on earnings per share.
Yeah.
The stock is up 0.9%. And guys, I cannot stress this enough.
It's going to be good.
Yes, it was a long time ago, but 4, 5, 6, 7 more years ago, everybody said Elon is a genius. I would never bet against Elon. What did they do in revenue last quarter? This quarter that they reported, Mo?
This quarter?
Yep.
$22.5 billion.
Guys, they did 25.5 in the same quarter last year. Why? The story has shifted on Elon Musk.
Yeah, there's some interesting numbers here when you look at the financial summary. So total automotive sales revenues, what do you think it was year over year? If you had to guess.
Growth, you mean, or decline?
Growth, decline, whatever.
I'm going to say decline of 18%.
It was very close, 16%.
Wow.
Energy generation and storage revenue down 7%. Services and other revenue up 17%. Yeah, total revenue is down 12%. Yikes.
Yikes is right.
I mean, this was supposed to be the darling that was going to be, $60 trillion company? Or,
guys, I'm going to go on record
saying in 2021?
I'm going to go on record and say this. Oh, by the way, 21 community members has this as a sell. Guys, I'm going to go on record and say this. This all-time high right here, where is it? All-time high, 488 in 2024. I'm going to say if we get a bump, it could go higher to all new highs. But I'm going to tell you 10 years from now, maybe even 20 years from now, we're going to be lower than this high or a subsequent high that happens from here.
So this is Intel. This
is Intel, Cisco. All that. You know why? Car companies sell for 0.5 to 1 time sales. And their margins, their gross margins around 15%. These guys' gross margin is 18%, and their price to sales ratio is 12.2. And they got a lot of work to come with. And I've said this before about this company before. I've said it before. And guess what, guys? Let's look at the charts here. Let's look at this chart over the last 5 years. The stock recently, as April, was at 260. It first hit 260 in January of 2021, 4.5 years ago. 4.5 years basically went nowhere. Now, in the last 5 years, it's up 230% because of the run up from 100 to 300 very quickly. But guys, in the short run, stocks are a voting machine. In the long run, they're a weighing machine. Are you seeing anything in the report, Mo?
Yeah, it's interesting. They're blaming the lower regulatory credits from...
Okay.
Remember that was like a big thing. They don't really have that anymore.
Yeah. You know what the reason is? Everybody hates Elon now.
Yeah.
All the libs who thought that Elon was their champion, then he started talking about politics, and now all of a sudden he's the most evil and terrible person in the world.
That be true.
That be true. Guys, this is why we tell everybody, be very careful when you buy into a story. Stories can change a lot faster than people think. They can change very fast.
This is interesting.
Let's hear it.
Model 3 and Model Y production is up 3%. If you look at Model X and Model S and Cybertruck, it's down 45% production.
Wow.
Interesting. The total deliveries, oh my goodness. The total deliveries on S, X, and Cybertruck are down 52%.
Wow.
Yeah.
And S is the one I like the most.
Yeah. The Model Y and Model 3 deliveries are down 12%
You know, Mo, let's look this up. You had an S once, didn't you?
I did.
Wonder what year was your S?
2021.
Oh, that's old. I want to look at what an S would be.
Yeah, see what it costs today.
Let's do
Actually, let me go to Tesla's website while you're doing that and see what they're selling it for.
Okay, Tesla Model S. Let's check this shit out.
Order.
2016. You want a 2016?
2021.
That was a joke.
Oh.
2020. What'd you pay for it? 90-some thousand?
86,000 out the door.
Okay, let's sort by lowest price.
Switch this to
wow. 100,000 miles. Let's do less miles. How many miles do you want to do?
Do
less than 50?
Yeah.
Where's the mileage go? Less than 50, 50,000 or less. Lowest price.
Oh my God.
$33,000.
Well, I will say I bought it in November of 21 for 86,000 and I sold it in April of 23 for 46,000.
Wow.
And so here's the purchase price.
And this is the long range right here is 33,000.
Yeah. So here's a brand new one. Estimated purchase price, including dock fees, et cetera, is 88,000. It doesn't include tax, but bought it.
Guys, the story can change so fast in these companies. Really be very wary about these things.
So now is the question, like, is the cyber taxi or auto taxi, whatever it's called, is that just going to save the
robo taxi?
Robo taxi.
Well, yeah, the story shifts. I mean, the story. So first it was software. Guys, the software business, not a car business. Company. Well, then they had their software was the self-driving. It was $12,000. Nobody bought it. $8,000. Nobody bought it. Then it was $99 a month. You get 2 months for free. Guess what? The 2 months for free afterwards, only 2% of people signed up for the $99 a month. That is not a software business, guys.
No, it's not.
Let's keep in mind this. When we had a free trial of Everything Money software for a while, the percentage of people who end up paying afterwards was like 83%. Theirs was 2%.
You have to sell software to be a software company. Pro tip for everybody.
Pro tip. One must sell software to be a software business. Guys, it's a car company, and it's an expensive car company, and it's
a declining maybe company.
I'm sure they'll turn it around. I think at some point, when does the board just go, hey, Elon, you're out?
Yeah. I mean, they've been close multiple times.
Have they?
I mean, when he did the 420 thing.
No, I don't think they were close to kicking him out, were they?
Well,
if the SEC had indicted him or something like that, that probably would have been like, you're out, buddy.
There was something like a few years ago when they were like, remember they basically said like, you're not allowed to tweet, or they were like putting handcuffs on
I don't remember
him.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have.
Yeah, definitely. He's the Trump of car companies.
That's the thing. We should have seen that back then. Like, he was clearly a Trump guy because he was tweeting like nonsense all the time. Funding secured.
Funding secured. That was 420.
But guess what? The price has skyrocketed past 420 because it was pre split.
That's right. That's right.
So
yeah,
he was right.
I'm willing to watch this saga continue.
So guys, let's look at the stock analyzer tool. What is Tesla worth to us today? And people are going to hate this, and I'm not going to care. I am being very aggressive here. Keep in mind, their revenue is declining. 10, 15, and 20% revenue growth in the next 10 years.
Okay, and you have it growing.
What was that?
And you have it basically growing.
Staying
the same.
12, 18, and 24% profit margin, free cash flow margin. It hasn't touched this at all.
Hasn't even come close.
Well, it came close.
Okay, in the 5-year run.
Okay. PE 17, 21, 25, 999. Guys, it's very important to understand this.
Hold on 1 second. It came close in that run when everybody was just going crazy and buying Teslas.
Correct.
When they were like the sexiest cars on the road.
But I want you to remember, guys, whatever numbers show here, I want you to realize how much I exaggerated everything here. This is a blatant exaggeration. And this is with massively exaggerated numbers. A low price of 90, high price of 525, a middle price of 233. Let's go make it the car company numbers that I think it is.
Oh boy.
5, 10, 15, 6, 9, 12, 6, 9, 12. and then 14, 17, 20. Hit the analyze button. A low price of 28, high price of 150, middle price of 70. I think this is closer to the action.
I agree with you.
Guys, thank you very much for your time.